Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. I just celebrated my 8th wedding anniversary with my Filipina wife just a few days ago. And I often read a card, like a, anniversary card for that year. This time I'm not going to do that. I did send my wife a card, as I have every birthday that she's had and our anniversaries since we've got married from May of 2015. Today I want to talk here on Love Beyond the Sea about things I admire about my wife. Please subscribe if you're looking for information about a foreigner-Philippine relationship. I only care ultimately about marriage because that's what's best for the man. That's what's best for the woman. Being with the cultural differences and the distance, sometimes age gaps. There are some things to know about this, but I think this channel can help with any marriage. What do I admire about her? Well, we didn't know each other very long, so this is based on really not much before we got married, and almost all of it since we got married. Before I married her, in only 54 days from, me from the United States and her from the Philippines, 9,800 flight miles away. We got married in 54 days, so I knew from visiting her that she seemed genuine. She seemed like a leader, a person people followed. Everybody spoke well of her. Seemed to be very sincerely felt. And I knew from our online experiences she was regular, consistent, and on time. And those are good things. Wasn't asking for money. That's another good sign. But what do I admire about her after 8 years? Well, there's so many places to start. Let's just start with her character. She has integrity. What I'm talking about here is she wants the right things. She wants to do the right things for the right reasons. And if you have completely different worldviews on things, then it's going to be tough for any marriage to stay together no matter how long you've known each other. My wife has very high character, and that's kind of shown in some of the other things I'm going to describe about her. She was 26 years old when we got married, and she was very impressive at that point. I think marriage has only been good for her and helped her to grow. Another thing I like about her work ethic. She said she worked hard at the job she had in the Philippines, and I believe her. She's made a great impression on employers here in the United States, and very quickly, because she has a strong work ethic. She has a lot of energy, not just at work, but here around the house. If she has a chance, between work and school, like there's a break, then, she'll do all kinds of things to organize and clean. And she has a strong work ethic, lots of energy. She doesn't, oversleep. A very positive way of describing my wife. Her character also is shown in that she loves children. She always did. And, despite the odds, we're still trying to have a family. She loves children. And I like that. Women should love children. She loves her family. That's another endearing quality about my wife that I admire. Maybe more common in the Philippines, since families are closer together, seem to spend so much time together every day, eating together, going places together. She loves her family. I like that. And she helps her family. She just doesn't say, well, I love you, family. When there are needs, she wants to meet them. And she will even think ahead to things they might need and try to, help them with that also. She's very bright. She learns fast. She's sharp. And you combine that with pleasant personality and a strong work ethic and good people skills. That's another thing I didn't even list here, I think, was people skills. And you have quite an admirable little woman. So she's very bright, learns fast at work, and I admire her for that. It would take 3 of my brains, to equal 1 of hers, most likely. She's also very resourceful, which kind of fits in with being bright. She finds ways to use things again so that they're not wasted, thrown out. She likes to fix things herself if she possibly can, which is another thing I did not list, but she's good at fixing things. I'm not. I just am not. When they passed out those skills, I must have been sick that day. I didn't get in line, but she's really good at fixing things and being resourceful, which I really like. She's very frugal. I admire her for her frugality. Now I even try to make food last rather than try to stuff it all inside so I don't have to save some or be tempted to throw it out. I'll just get the Tupperware out, and I'm actually proud of myself for that because I've rarely done that, but I'm trying to save more food like she is and not, try to buy things I don't really need that bad. She's a tough woman. I think she's tough. A woman coming from the Philippines to a Western country might be subjected to some bullying or some prejudice. And that's just something to be expected if you're considering marrying a woman from the Philippines and bringing her over here like I did. She has to get used to that, but she has to be taught to stand up for herself. But, you grow up in the Philippines, I think you have to have a certain toughness and, her resolve at working and doing well and wanting responsibility there, I think speaks to her toughness. She does get down for reasons that would make anybody down, but she recovers in good times. She's very strong. My wife is a very tough woman. She loves to cook. She takes care of our house inside and outside with the yard. She's bought so many, I never had a house before, but she's bought about every garden tool, yard tool that we could possibly have. So she'll go out and mow the lawn because she likes to do that, and then get the trimmer out, and then maybe fertilize, and then get, what else? Get the thing that, the weed trimmer, I guess you call it, and then put the thing that go through, put those grooves on the side of the sidewalk and the driveway. I'm not even sure what they call that. You probably know what I'm talking about, but I don't. But she does that, and she even bought us a snowblower last year. We never got to use it though, but we're going to have to use that from now on. So she's thinking ahead, always taking care of her plants, her gardening, everything looks beautiful. She's honest. I think she's honest, and I can trust her. That's a big thing. I like how she doesn't drink. She's not in alcohol. She's organized. That helps when you're bright, to be organized. She's very good with gadgets, like this cell phone I'm talking into, and a computer, the laptop that she gave me when she got another one. If something goes wrong with the cable here, she can quickly get it going again for my mother who lives with us, and she's almost 90, so she needs Isa's help. And Isa can set up her phones and I don't know, the remote control, the TV. She's just really good, amazing at that sort of thing. She's a homebody, like I am, so we like to be at home, find a movie or snuggle up in bed and pull the sheets up and just talk and look at our phones, and I like that too. We've been many places. If you look at my playlist, Just Us, there's well over 200 videos there, different places around the United States and in the Philippines and Tokyo and Paris that we've been to. And before I run out of time, she's also very mature. And there's probably many more things I admire about my wife. In fact, I would have crawled to the Philippines to find such love beyond the sea.